Hey everyone, Broadbent here. Hope you're having a great day. Today, Valheim's first major update's release date was announced along with a really cool animated trailer. I will play the trailer at the end of the video due to potential copyright complaints, but if you want to go straight to it, you can use the timestamps in the description. So over the past few months, Iron has been showing snippets and teasers of the content that we can expect to see in the Hearth and Home update. We're going to go over everything that I can find on Hearth and Home in this video, but first, the release date. So, last night it was announced that the release date for the Hearth and Home update was the 16th of September. That means as of today, it is 3 weeks away from Valheim's first major content update. I'm so excited to jump in. Now, what can we expect to see in Hearth and Home? So basically, there is going to be loads of decorative items and things to put in your house, which is one thing that I thought was quite lackluster. And also, a complete food and stamina rework, which is rather cool. We're going to have new growable crops, new structures, new buildables, and potentially even new ores. I'm not too sure on that one. We're going to cover that all in today's video. Now, the first screenshot that I do want to cover is rather small. It's this one right here. Don't worry, they do get bigger as we go along.
That's what she said!
I personally think this is an armor stand. You've got the 2 supports on either side of the legs, and you have the wooden feet with armor around the shins. So, I think this is pretty concrete evidence that we're going to get an armor stand, a way to show off our armor in the game, which would be nice. The next image we are going to go over is the food here on the table. So, this is a part of the food stamina rework. The food is going to be divided into 3 categories, pretty much. Each food icon will now have a little icon in the corner telling you whether or not it is a food for stamina, a food for health, or a more balanced food that gives you both. So on the table here, you can see we've got some jerky, some skewers. Some of the new foods include ice cream. Yes, I did pronounce that right. They have spelt it ice cream. Interesting. Chocolate smoothie, various wolf meat, and more. There should be 10 new recipes, which is looking nice. Now, this next image was posted on Valheim's Twitter. Yes, we can now use our gold to build gold piles. So you can build your own little dragon's lair if you want to, or just dungeon, like loot room. This looks so sick. I really like that you can do this. We get piles. It looks like we get stacks and piles. We've got another screenshot of this later on to clarify here. I think we can build a new chest as well. That looks completely new to me. This next screenshot that was posted covers quite a few new buildables. So first of all, the roof. You can see right here that the roof has sort of like a wooden, I think this is called shingles, I think. You've got basically the roof tiles that looks super cool. Currently, we only have thatch in the game, which looks very basic. So it's really nice to have a new way to build a roof that looks really clean, if you ask me. So, also down on the floor right here, we have a log bench. Super simple, nice little thing that you can build and sit outside. We've also got some shutters. I don't think that is in the game currently. Looking very, very nice. Now, through the window here, you can see that there looks like a new buildable tool station or workstation here. And I believe we do have a better screenshot of that later on. So, let's jump on to the next photos. These are getting to the more recent ones. We have a few new decorative building items here. So we have, I forgot what these pieces are called. This sort of goes along with the dragon's head wood piece that we have to go on the end of your roof support beams. So now we have a wolf one to go with that. Also, these window, I really don't know what these are called. It looks like vines, like just handcrafted wooden, I think sun blockers or something like that. I don't know what these are called. Look a bit like shutters. Look really nice, and it's just something else to add to your window. Also, if you look at the very bottom here, you can see that sort of same weaving pattern that goes across one of the beams. So I'm not sure if that's something that we can place on any beams, or we have to build that specific beam. On the left here, we can see the same roof tiles again, except a nice little close-up. So this is looking rather clean. I really do like that. So this next image is a new plantable. Yes, that is right. We now have a onion that we can plant. They're called onion flowers. So that image before was in fact an onion soup. So that is looking rather nice. It honestly looks like we've got a few different variants of the flowers on the onions here. I think a few are ready to harvest and a few aren't. Now, I'm a huge fan of growing and cooking things at the house rather than going out and harvesting and hunting for things. So this is a really nice addition. I would really like to be able to grow berries at home. But onions are great, so 100% down for this. Next up, we have a photo of a new loot dungeon here that these guys have built for us. So over in the corner, we can see the loot piles and the coin stack up close. So that has sort of confirmed that they are separate items. We have the new silver chest on the right. I believe that's a personal chest, which is basically an ender chest, I think. And then we have the new silver chest right there, which seems to show off some of the items that's in it. Maybe that is specifically meant for valuables. On the right here, we do have another close-up of that silver chest. So it does look like it just has coins and rubies and stuff in it. We'll have to see how that works when we actually get our hands on it. Now here is a screenshot that they post very early on. This is actually one of the earlier photos, and it is so unclear to me, I cannot make out what's going on. So first of all, it looks like someone dug out a large-ish area in the terrain, and there's a few rocks lying on the ground. However, the rocks look like they have bubbles coming off them, and if that's the case, it looks like it's underwater. Perhaps we've got a new mineable, they're hinting at something else that we can do with terrain. I really don't know. I would just be taking guesses at this one. And here we have another photo of that dungeon from earlier. So this shows a new iron bar buildable to sort of complete your dungeon. So currently, I believe we only have gates. So on the left and right of this gate, you can see we've got this nice little grid format, which is just so iconic with like castle dungeons. It looks so good. Really happy you've added this. Hopefully we can get one that goes on the floor as well, more like a grate for a drain. That would look really nice. So moving on to the second to last image, we can see what looks like a new furnace. However, if you ask me, this is not a furnace. This is an oven. You can see that we've got the sort of the fire at the bottom, and we've got a nice little enclosure here. But the key to what this really is on the front. You can see this symbol, and on the left and right, we have 4 hinges. This is a door. This is how, at least I believe, how you're going to make some of the new foods in Valheim. Bread could also be done in here, because this is an oven, right? So these doors will open and food will go in, and the cooked item will come out. That's just my speculation. I guess this could still be a furnace, but I highly doubt it. Also at the top right of this image, you can see the copper right there once again. I think what this change is, what they're trying to hint us, is basically copper is no longer underground. Just a speculation there, but copper was the most annoying thing to get in the game. So that would be a very, very welcome change. Don't hold me to it, but I don't really see any other reason for them to show it like this. So moving on to the final image, we have a nice little interior shot of this little base here. You can see that station that we had before, which looks like a butcher's station. So we hopefully can chop up things there and fine dice things. Perhaps we can make sausages here, I don't know. Looks like this station also comes with its own fair share of upgrades, such as this little pots and pans area. Over in the back right, it looks like we have a nice little hanging station to, I guess, dry our foods or store some things. Not really sure if that's going to have any function or if it is just for storage. But it looks like that's how we're going to dry foods. A few more things to note with this update that I've found is basically the food bar has been removed. So if you're wondering what the food bar is, basically it's a little sort of status bar along the side of your health. I personally never really understood it or used it or looked at it in any meaningful way. So I guess that's nice that that's gone. Let me know what you think to that in the comments, but yeah, I never used it. Shield blocking now is completely different. So basically the tower shields are the go-to if you're a tank. So the shields will provide a bit of knockback. So if you get hit, they will chuck you back further away, hence why it's good for tanking. Also, there is sort of like a block meter at the right-hand side. That basically tells you how good you are for being hit again. I don't really know what the correct word is for it. But if that bar is filled all the way to the top and you get hit, the chances are is you're going to get stunned like you used to when you had low stamina. So blocking is now much better. So I'm very excited to get my hands on that. So without further ado, let's play the trailer for Hearth and Home. Damn, guys, nice job with the trailer. The whole thing was really well done. So that is everything that I've got for you in today's video. Valheim Hearth and Home update, 16th of September, 3 weeks today. Don't miss it. This is going to be a really cool update. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Valheim in the very near future. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next time.